When are we going to let those things go? Because it's almost like stopping us from receiving all of the ooey gooey goodness that we could be receiving right now. You know, you want to meet your people, you want to have these deeper, more meaningful relationships, whether it's with friends or with lovers. But the thing is that we are blocked off and we've got this wall up and it's stopping us from receiving. In the New Age community, the spiritual community, we talk a lot about, opening your heart and opening the capacity to receive. But what does that really mean? And for your everyday girl next door, like, how can I incorporate this into my life? And my biggest thing is, rather than thinking of like the sparkly outcome of what happens when you receive, I want us to kind of like discuss what it is when you're closed off, and what kind of situations that you continue to perpetuate once you're closed off. So say you're in a space of shedding, you're in a space of, you don't have the same friends and you're just wondering like, where are my people? And you are maybe shifting a job, or in the middle, like you just graduated or you're about to start school, you have no idea like what that's going to entail, but at the same time you just feel kind of like lost and alone, and you just wonder like, there's got to be more, there's got to be something different, like what is it that I'm missing? And when we view things like that, it's automatically shutting us off from receiving. And just taking a step back and asking yourself like, where am I blocking myself from receiving? And receiving abundance, receiving love. I know a lot of us walk around with like these like almost like backpacks full of like boundaries and blocks and just like these barriers of, don't mess with me, don't talk to me a certain way, and all men are bad, or all women are out to get you for whatever. Like you have all these like preconceived like notions of like how people have been to you. So us playing in our minds what has gone wrong, how people have treated us poorly, the situations that you've gotten yourself into in the past, or what's happened to you in the past, is continuing to mull in your mind. Therefore, we are continuing to block ourselves from receiving. And receiving looks different, and it's in all different kinds of forms. This could be abundance with love. It could be with connections. It could be with, of course, with money. It could be with things that money can't buy, like health, energy, strength. One huge one, clarity. I find clarity and peace to be an extremely important part of abundance. How can we drop some of these barriers that we have built, these brick walls that we have stacked over the years because of pain and anger or frustrations from people's wrongdoings, our naive selves from the past? Like, am I blocking myself from receiving? That's the first step. Second step, and is just, taking some time to kind of tell yourself like, thank you for trying to protect me, because that's all this is just our hearts and our nervous system trying to protect us from danger. So thank you for helping. Thank you for trying to protect me, but I've got it from here. And once you start to kind of break those walls down and open your heart despite the experiences that we've had, you're going to see abundance in all forms, and your capacity to receive love and abundance and just all of those amazing feelings is going to amaze you.